we have Transformers MDLX Cliff Jumper by 3-0 official images. I shared with you some teaser images a couple of days ago, but now we have the figure full in its glory, and it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm really kind of smitten with it. I like this a lot better than Bumblebee, as I've said in that previous Giant Robot news. The gunmetal and the red work better for me than what we got with Bumblebee. I really like this. I think this is an excellent looking figure. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not into non-transforming Transformers. It's just a thing with me. I'm fine with Gundam. But yeah, this thing looks pretty darn good. I got nothing against that Bumblebee figure. I just don't care for it all that much. Let's see, it's 12 centimeters tall, which I believe is 6 inches? About 6 inches? Yeah. Anyway, for those of you that like this sort of thing, got a Cliff Jumper for you. Next up, Transformers Generation Selects DK3 Breaker is out in Canada. I believe that Toy Guy has already picked it up, and a couple of other folks I follow online that are into Transformers already picked it up as well. It's just a Trailbreaker repaint with, I think, a new head. I believe that head is different. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but yeah, blue Trailbreaker. Neat. Walmart Collector Con was this week, apparently, and we got a slew of reveals. So, first up, we have Transformers Legacy, and this is all in, or most of these, 4 of these are in the Velocitron Speedia 500 subline, and 2 of these are re-releases. So we've got Leader Victory Universe Galaxy Shuttle, Autobot Hot Rod, G2 Universe Shadow Strip, and Deluxe Decepticon Crasher. And on top of that, we have brand new releases of 1986 colored G1 Hot Rod and G1 Starscream figures. I'm really blown away by the magenta Hot Rod. We finally have a properly colored Hot Rod. That looks really good. I can't tell, though, if this is a picture of the figure or if this is a CAD drawing. That artwork, however, is spot on. And I want to give a shout out to Marcelo Materie. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. I'm really sorry. At Marcelo, Matere. He was the one that designed the packaging for the artwork he's the one that made the artwork for this packaging. And yeah, props to you, man. This is really, really nice. Yeah, that Hot Rod looks good. I'm going to probably pick up that Hot Rod. And I really wanted to pick up the Starscream because I love the coloring of it. And it looks good. And it comes with its own little Megatron. I really like the look of this figure. And that packaging is so good. But unfortunately, it's sold out on Hasbro Pulse and Walmart as well. Oh well, but that's really good. That's really, really good. And then there was some information about the mobile games, Tactical Arena and Earth Wars, and quite frankly, I didn't read anything about that. And then we've got G2 Shadow Strip. That looks good. I like the look of that. That drag strip character or mold looks really good in those colors. I'm tempted to get it because I'm really, really hoping that they do a G2 version of all the Stunticons. If they do, I'm going to have to pick them all up because I really like those G2 colors. They're just so gaudy. I love them. And then we have Galaxy Shuttler. This is Galaxy Shuttler from Transformers Victory. I almost bought the original figure years ago, and I didn't, and I regret it. But this is a great repaint of Astrotrain. Like, absolutely fantastic. I didn't buy it simply because I'm worried about the white plastic. The amount of yellowing that's been coming out of Hasbro releases over the past year is concerning, to say the least. And I don't need this mold again. I really don't. I don't want this mold again. Astrotrain is a fine figure. This mold is fine. I just don't want another one. I really don't. And that's just me. If you want to pick this figure up and you go for it, great. More power to you. I hope you love it. And now this Hot Rod is the figure that I mentioned in a short a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it's a Hot Rod that is the original G1 toy colors. And it looks good. I think it looks very good. It doesn't come with any of the Matrix accessories that the original Leader class figure came with, but I really wish this was the movie color, the magenta color scheme, not the original figure color scheme. That's just me. But I don't need to pick this figure up again. I know a lot of people in my Twitter comments and on the comments on that short stated they never were able to get a hold of this figure. Well, now you can. And it's going to be a lot cheaper. Oh yeah, and there was Crasher, but they didn't show it. Yeah, I think this is a good set of figures. Most of them are repaints. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because, let's face it, a good chunk of this Galaxy Force, geez, this Velocitron Speedia 500 set is repaints, and that's fine. But come on, Hasbro, I think we're going a little bit crazy with some of these repaints. I mean, G1 figures, again, didn't you just release these very figures like a year or so ago, and they were Walmart exclusives as well? So nobody's going to be able to get a hold of them because Walmart sucks. And it was also apparently New York Comic Con 2022. So this is over at TFW. Diamond selects Transformers statues. There were a couple of them in the wave. Wave 3 has RC, Jazz, Galvatron, and Coronation Starscream. Diamond select Transformers milestone statue are G1 Grimlock, Beast Wars, Optimus Primal, and Megatron. And Super 7 Super Shogun Transformers. Megatron, Prime, and Optimus Prime Fallen. So let's take a look at these. That Grimlock statue looks pretty good, but it cannot hold a candle to Primal or Beast Megatron. That Primal one alone is something I want to own. I really like that, but I don't have any place for statues. I barely have any room for any more figures, let alone statues. And this is the the Super 7 figures. These are 24 inches, I believe. Is that what the news story said? 24 centimeters. That's a lot shorter than inches. Yeah, they look pretty good. And then here are the little ones. Coronation, Starscream, Jazz. I almost called Galvatron, Cyclonus, and RC. I'm not into the tiny little figures like that, but there are a bunch of people who are, so more power to you. And our last two news stories. First up, Takara Tomy pre-orders for March 2023. We've got Legacy Megatron, Deluxe Hotshot, Needlenose, Breakdown, Leo Prime, and Tarn. And then Studio Series, we've got Wheelie and Ratchet, both of which I have already reviewed, and Leader Fallen. So the Leader Fallen is the reason I'm pulling this story up, because these are the best pictures we've gotten of the Fallen yet so far. I love the look of this thing. I absolutely love it. I love the vehicle mode. It's so stupid and alien, and the figure itself just looks gnarly and just weird, and I'm here for it. And then it's also got this screaming face that I love. I'm really looking forward to this figure because it's just so stupid. And yeah, I'm here for it. I am here for it. We've already talked about Wheelie. Megatron, I'm looking forward to getting this figure. It's going to be nifty. Hotshot, definitely looking forward to Hotshot. I'm really hoping it's not a mess, though. And then Needlenose. I'm a little bit cold on Needlenose, but apparently his shoulders, I don't know. It was weird. I saw a picture of the figure from behind, and it looked like the arms kind of roll up above the head, and it gets this giant purple thruster out the back. But what's even cooler is, and let's see if we can find the picture, you can plug the target masters into the thruster on the rear of the plane mode for whatever reason. That's incredibly stupid, and I'm here for it because it's absolutely just the dumbest thing ever. I like that. I think it's so dumb and pointless, and I love it at the same time. Man, these target masters, they're molded well, they're painted well, they transform lousily. Oh, and Breakdown. Hi, Breakdown. Ooh, Menasor. A completed Menasor. Man, that thing needs Toy Hack stickers on those legs. I hope Toy Hacks or somebody makes some stickers for those legs, because it looks good, but there's nothing on the legs to really give it any color. But I'm happy Hasbro's made it. I really like this set. Hello, Leo Prime. Hello, Derp Lion. And Tarn. I like Tarn. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like Tarn. And that's it for those guys. And lastly, Takara Tomy has finally revealed Masterpiece Trainbot Suiken. And boy howdy does that thing have a backpack. I like this. I like the robot mode. I think it looks neat. It's definitely a good homage to that original character. And this is something that I was wondering about, but Suiken obviously forms the left arm, and then a good chunk of it also transforms into this section here, which is going to plug into the back of the foot. But it's missing. They're not showing something. Where's the front of the train? Like this front of the train. Is that this component here? I don't know, because I'm a little bit wondering about that, because in the, what was it, not the demo, the prototype that we saw about a week ago, there were chunks of the arms, the front parts of the trains that form the arms was sticking off the robot modes, or the combined modes, Raiden's butt. So what's going on there? Again, I think the robot mode looks great. I love the robot mode. That backpack, though, is a little bit concerning. And that train mode looks good, but there's a lot more train here than appears to be here. So I see a little bit of the front of the train on his backpack. So there's that. So up to about, I'd say here, where my mouse is, just in front of the halfway point, I think all of this rear third, or rear 2/3, is the robot mode. And then the front third is the backpack, the guns, and some other components. So we'll have to wait and see. We really will. And this figure is going to be out soon, isn't it? Let me see. Oh, June 2023. That's not soon. That's a ways off. Who's the next one? Is that? Hold on. I got to look over on HLJ. Okay. MPG-03 is Yukikaze, and that is due in February. Huh. Okay. I thought he was due sooner for some reason. So that means we'll have both of the legs out by February and the upper torso. Then that will be both of the arms that still need to show up and the upper leg / lower torso. Yeah, that one is the one I'm really concerned about. What's his name? Kaon or KN? Yeah, KN or KN. That guy. He forms, and I'll form the crotch. I mean, literally, he forms the crotch. This guy right here. Because that backpack is the head, and then the entire body forms the crotch. Or the backpack in this case being, this section right here, the front of the train. Well, technically he forms the caboose, doesn't he? And now I'm thinking of Caboose from Red vs. Blue. I swear my mind is poisoned. And before we leave you today, Benson Yee, aka at BWTF_Ben, is at Comic-Con, or NYC Comic-Con 2022, and he showed off these gigantic posters for Paramount Plus. So this fall, we've got, or starting at the end of this month, we've got Star Trek Prodigy, which is a good show. It is a legitimately good show. Had a little bit of stumbling blocks out of the gate, but overall has redeemed itself. And then we got Transformers Earthspark streaming November 11th. I'm glad to see Paramount Plus, pushing Transformers again. I'm going to be really interested in seeing what this show is. I said this when I was talking to that toy guy in Dr. Lockdown. I have a feeling it's going to start off really shaky and then find its ground maybe 4 episodes in. I have this strange feeling because all the trailers we've seen have some real cringe humor. But Cyberverse started out that way as well. It was not great for the first couple of episodes and then found its footing. So I'm hoping Earthspark can do the same. Alright everybody, that's it for the Giant Robot News today, Friday, October 7th, 2021. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of everything down in the comments. I have been Baltmatrix, and we'll catch you all next week.